Go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone. Namaste. Welcome to Christoph Career Talks with Vishal Rajput. How to make the most out of the most out of your first 2 years in college. Let me first introduce Vishal Bhaiya to everyone. I guess I'm pretty sure that but everyone has known his his profiles and YouTube channels and everything from the event posters, the post announcements, email and everything. Uh, but for everyone else, let me introduce Vishal Bhaiya broadly. Uh, First of all, I want to say that he's a really great person. Before, when we were organizing or discussing about this event, he was really very supportive and very excited for this event to talk to everyone else and answer questions and share his experience and knowledge. So, great. Thanks for that, Vishal Bhaiya. Uh, with that, mm, beside being as an intern, Vishal Bhaiya for different companies also experience as being a part of different open source programs. He also worked as a project admin in different open source programs like GirlScript. Well, beside internship experience and open source opportunities, also great DSS skills which you may know by his YouTube channel, which I think he's really very active and uploading his videos on different topics for the last week or some days very actively, and it's really helpful. I have seen some of that. Uh, with that, there's all these three things: business skills, dev skills, intensive experiences, and experience in open source programs makes him a really all rounder in every aspect, really. So, not talking much about him, like not explaining my side of him. Let him share his experience and stories, his past experiences, and some common tips to everyone else. Uh, Over to you, Ishaanvi.
Yeah. Hi, Saurabh. Thanks for such a greeting. And hello everyone. This is Vishal Rajput. I'm a final year undergraduate student at NSIT, and I'm a front-end web developer, and I have done pretty much about open source also. So till now, I have worked for a 5 startups as a front-end developer, and I have a 2 year experience of working in a software domain and building product from scratch and redesign the whole product. So apart from this internship experience, I have worked for like 6, 7 open source projects where I have mentored more than 600 students regarding open source web development and DSA. And I also take a DSA session on like boot camps on my community, and I have my YouTube channel where I teach web development and DSA. So right now I have published linked list, stack, hash map, binary tree, and all these series. And I recently started web development series as well. So if you want to learn that, you can check out that.
Yeah.
Okay, so आज का हमारा टॉपिक क्या है? Should I go with the English or Hindi?
There is absolutely no problem with language. English is fine, I think. If you prefer Hindi, for some time you can use that. No problem.
Yeah, sure. So how the thing started? Should we go to like question wise चले या फिर हमें कैसे करना चाहिए? Do you have any question
Uh,
or
yeah, we have a lot of questions. Let keep the questions at last after sharing after you share your experience and that. Better.
okay? So let me this was my experience in very brief. So let me share my experience how I have done things. So I'm sharing. Let me share the screen. Is it visible?
Yes, yes, physical. Fine.
So I start my coding journey in Jan 2022, Jan 2020, when I was entering in the second sem. And after that, I first of all I start learning C and then C++, and I took like it took me 6 months. It took me 6 months to learn all data structure that if I want to list down. So the data structure that you have to learn is from starting from linked list, then you will learn stack, queue, and then binary tree, and it you can include an array tree or BST and this graph. In graph, we include this distribution set. So these are the basic data structure that you have to learn and in the beginning. And after that, this data structure and in between, you have to learn the algorithm. And the first algorithm we learn is about recursion. We learn binary search. We learn about sorting algorithms, sorting and searching, backtracking, and DB. So these are the main, I can say, we have many more algorithm like we can have here we can have a greedy, here we can have a priority queue, but that was a part of a queue. So I can say these are the topics and a programming language. It can be C++ or Java or Python. It can be anything. So this, if you want to, if you are in first or second year, so you have to give at least 6 months, 6 months to this, so that you will be prepared for any MNC. If you give 6 months and you prepare for this and give some virtual contest or contest, so you will be prepared for any MNC. So after that, what I have done, so I start in Jan 2022. I roughly do to August, and after that I start learning web development. And in web development, basically I learn about HTML, and then so after CSS, you can do two things. You can learn a CSS framework, that is something Bootstrap, or you can go into like JavaScript. Or after JavaScript, you can go to in JavaScript framework like React.js, or you can from here you can further go to your Node.js, Express.js. So I choose a basic front end part. So I go to Bootstrap, I learn then JS, then React.js, and after that I learn many other framework as well. So after that, it's take me like 3 months, and I built many projects under this. So after that, in November, you can say in December 2020, I joined a program which is called known as Anjac Winter of Code. It is a basic open source program. So basically, what I recommend to everyone is they should know the basic DSA. Everyone should know if you are interested or not, but you have to master this. You have to know basic of DSA, because this will be asked in every MNC. Okay, there will be no company which will not ask this. So most of the MNC will ask DSA. So you have to prepare for DSA, and after that you should know any development. I don't say just learn web development. You can learn anything. You can learn app, Android, and web or anything, and it will take at least 3 months, where you will watch tutorials, you will see the documentation, you will build a small project, and after this 3 months, what you can do, because you learn by watching video or anything, but you do not know how to implement this in the real world. So after learning this, what I will suggest is um, contribute to real life projects. What does this real life project mean? Which have a really impact on others' life. Okay, so in this NJ Winter of Code, I participated and I contributed to more than 20 projects and more than 20 organizations. And the result is I become rank one all over India, open source contributor. So after this NJ Winter of Code, I participated in many open source programs, which enables many things, which helps me to become a better communicator. Because when you do open source, you sometimes you face some queries and you have to ask the mentor, sir, I'm facing this query, how to solve that. Okay, so that's the way you have a better communication. After that better communication, you have a better networking. You will have a better networking. Once you do open source, you will meet to new people, sometimes in online phase, sometimes in offline phase. There are many meetups ongoing. So there are many programs in which the open source or the tech community meet in offline phase also. So the second is, if you do open source, you will get a chance to network. and you will get many other opportunity after getting first rank all over India. I get many opportunity, like I get my first internship because of that, and I get invited to many open source program as an admin. So in that, what I have done, I have participated in GirlScript summer of code, and there are many more, like let's grow more, and there are many. So in that, what I have done, I have participated as an admin, not as a contributor. So now I have one project which is named as Awesome JavaScript project. Currently it have more than, I can say, it have more than 1.2k star. And what does this Awesome JavaScript projects do? It contains 300 plus web development projects, 300 plus. So what is the main problem I face after 3 months of web development? I read all the documentation, I watch the videos, I learn the concept, but I do not know how to implement that. I know the things, but I do not know how to implement this, how to implement it in the real life. So I prepare this for people like me who do not know, after watching tutorials, watching tutorial how to implement things. Because if you do not know how to implement, then you are not learning, you're not learning. So you have to watch, you have to build things. So for that, I make this project, and currently it have more than like 1.2k, and it's, I guess it have more than 240 contributors. So 240 contribute to this project. So if you want to learn web development, so what you can do, you will start making small apps. Let's say you start with to do list, and after this to do list, you will gradually go to like increase your level and make some big apps also. So after this open source journey, what I have done till now, it's like 1 year in coding, and I have done with the DSA, with the development and open source. But I do not have any much about like intensive experience. So what I have done, I have this 4 month gap because of like some family issues. So I have this 4 month gap, and after that, what I have done in October 2021, I start in off campus. So how do I apply? I have a very different mindset. I do not like, there are many ways to apply, but what I feel is you have to do something different, so to get a different result. If you fill the form, if you fill the form and then waiting for others, like once you are getting selected, then you are going to interview, and then you are getting the testing and this. So this will be very, this is very lengthy process. So what I do, rather than focusing on this, what I have done is, um, first of all, I use AngelList. There is a one website, AngelList, and I use this for because I check out the link list, LinkedIn. There is one platform which every all of I can say all of you must have account there, and build the audience. How to build the audience, that is a different part. So first of all, what I do, I at angel list, I search all the jobs. Like I can search as a React JS developer, and web developer. So I search this keyword and I find the all jobs. So at AngelList, I find this, and I can use multiple features and multiple sorting. Like I want it should be remote, so that I can manage with my college. It should be paying, high paying, at least high paying. No, I do not want to work unpaid, or I do not want to work like 5k, 10k, 15k. So I have to work for at least. It's up to you how much you want. So I always recommend, do not go for this unpaid internship. So what I have done is, I apply for this. So how do I apply? There is a very different procedure for applying. I have written the post also to explain how you should apply. So what I do actually, first of all, I find the job. Yes, these are the jobs that I have to apply for. So after finding this, there are someone who have posted their job on the platform. So, or what I do, I go to the LinkedIn and find that person. How you can find? Write his full name, write his full name plus company name. So you will find that person. After that, once you find, you should have to write one personal invite, because lots of people are sending connection requests. Sometimes what happen, HR or influencer, I can say, people having more than 5K followers, what happen is they get hundreds of connection requests on that daily basis. So your connection request should be unique. So if you write some message here, like you can write a very short introduction, like, hello, I am Vishal, I'm final year undergraduate student, and I'm a front end developer. I know this, लिख सकते हो, and would love to connect with you. इस तरीका you can write a very short message, so that person can understand why you're going to connect with them. Okay, so you can write a short message and then send. Once a person, once a person accept that, you can send your resume plus job ID for which you want to refer. Like there can be web development, Android development, there can be many roles. So you have to write like, this is my resume, I am looking for web developer role. Okay, so what happened actually? Let me show you some number wise. So there are 100%. Let's say there are 100 people who are 100 people who are filling this form. Okay, what happened is in this 100%, only 10 or 5% will be who DM, who use this technique. So what will happen? Uh, there are 100 of volumes. So this HRs and this will search from here. So if you have direct contact them, then they can directly give you an interview link. Hey, I look your profile and it's looks fine for me. So this is the interview link, or you can send the mails to the HR. They can give you a personal email where you can send your resume, and after that you will get an interview link in 1 or 2 days. But if you are here, so you see, there you are already ahead of 90-95%. If you do this simple step, so because of this simple step, you are already ahead of this. And most of the time I see these people will just fill this form at AngelList and do not hire from there. They uh, it, at most, like there will be 2 months, 3 months, but there will be no response from here. I have gotten the offer letter from here, from the founder or co-founder or the HR, or the I got the offer letter, but from here my form don't even like accept it. They didn't even accept my form, but from here I got the offer letter. You can see, like there are many example I have. Like I got out of 5, I got 3 of offer letter from here, and from and these 3 letters didn't even accept it. You can see. So this is you how you improve your time. So rather than the simple, and the one more advice I want to give is, what happened at the October, I guess in November, I got 5 offer. I got 5 offer, and I did a very big mistake. And the very big mistake is I accept 3 of them. I accept 3 of them. Never do that. So what happened is one of them is for the weekend only, but 2 of them are for weekdays. And you are already in the college, like you have a college work, and you have so much work, and you are taking 2 internships. So let's say if one of internship takes 6 to 8 hours, then this 2 internship will take like 14 to 16 hours. So you will be very burnout, and after that, after 1 or 2 months, you have to like resign from one. So never do this. So what you have to do is, when you accept one offer letter, this is like a big lesson for me. So I would want to give you two. So once you accept one offer, let's say it's giving you X package. Okay, so do not say I will be available from next day. The HR or the founder always ask you from when you are available, or from when you will going to join the company. Say I will join a week or 10 days, in 10 days, in 10 days. And they will ask why. You can say a college work or anything, but always say in one week or 10 days, because you have filled, let's say, 50s of application, 50 or 20 application, and you got only one offer yet. There may be the possibility that from another company you will get 1.5x or 2x or sometimes 3x. Okay, but if you say I will join from the next day, so they will you will sign the offer letter and you will continue. Okay, and there is something known as bond. There will be the agreement, there will be NOC, from where you can't leave in between a 3 month or 3-4 month or 2 month. in 2 months. You have to do at least for 2 months, and there will be some bonus. So in that case, what I recommend is at least at least take 1 week or a 10 weeks before joining. Do not say I will join immediately. Okay, this 1 week is also counted immediately. Okay, this is also counted immediately. So you can say I will join in 1 week or 10 weeks, so that you can have a multiple offer and you can select one of them. There sometimes there will be like you have a X and 1.2x, but you will go for X because of while interviewing you get that there is a better culture than this. So you have to think about this. But this is the thing: do not do multiple internship at one time. So after that, I joined Castle Guitar. That was my last internship. So there I do 4 month internship, and after that I resigned from here also. I resigned from here, and it was very decent income, but I resigned just to like do on my YouTube channel. So right now I am focused on YouTube channel where I put like DSA, and right now I'm continuing my web development. And in upcoming season, or I can say in upcoming month, I will start one program which is known as um, 30 days of code. So in this program, what will happen is what I'm planning to do basically. So every one of you know basic of data, I guess. If you're in first or second year, every one of you know a basic of coding as well. So you are going to getting an internship or placement if you're in third or fourth, third year or second year. So what I'm planning is in that 30 days of code, I will do a live session where I will teach a topic, not teach a literally theory. I will solve 4 to 5 medium or hard level problem. I will not solve easy level. You can vote for easy level. You can check out the recordings. I will solve 4 to 5 medium hard level problem, and this must be comes in the previous OA, or I can say interview experience in some MNC. It may be come in Google, Amazon, Microsoft, or any other company. So I will solve the important topics, and from recursions to all the algorithms that I have mentioned earlier, all the data structure that I have mentioned earlier. So after that, we will have some doubt session also. We will have, but in the if you see in the internship, they didn't ask only like DSA only. There are many other things. So we will going to learn about the core subject. So I will not teach you the core subject basically because this will take a lot of times to teach core subject. But what I can do in 1 or 2 hour, 1 or 2 hour, I will teach you like the most important 20 or 30 questions. Most important 20 or 30 questions, that if an interviewer asks this question, then how you will going to answer this. So we will going to learn about the core subject. And just to like sometimes what happen is you a development and anything, and you feel demotivated. So that's why I will add some interview experience also. So the people who have already internship or who have already placed, so how they do and what are the experience. Because sometimes what happen is you have all the skills, but because you do not know how to show these skills in interview. There is two things: having skills, and second is showing skills to others. Most of you know this, most of you have this, but you do not know how to show skills. And this is we called as like build in public. Okay, show in public. Whatever you are doing internship, so that you are doing internship, and in internship you are learning this thing. You are doing DSA, you are learning this thing, so that you can show that you know things. Okay, how other people would know that you know things. So for that you should know how to show it. So I always say it does not depend in which field you are. You should know how to sell. Selling is a great skill. Selling does not mean you have to sell literally sell pen. You do not have to sell that. You have to know how to showcase your skill. Basically, here what you are doing is you are selling your service. In freelancing, what you do, you sell your service. Okay, so you should know about this. For that, I will going to this interview experience where you will get the interview experience of previous placed folks, and you will get some tips and all. And after that, I have one more thing to add. I do not know, like, yeah. So after this live, there will be 4 to 5. I will add like 10 to 15 questions per day so that you can practice. Like not a per day. I will give a 2 days time. So you have to solve 6 to 7 questions per day for practice. So why I am making this? This will be lot of content. Like I'm going to do in 30 days, but you do not need to do in 30 days. If your company, if you are in your college, the placement start in like November. So you can take this 2 month. Okay, if your company is in your college, company will start from August, then you have to do in 30 days. So it's depend on like it's not like that you have to complete all these things in 30 days, because I know it will take a lot of times to digest you, because it will be of medium hard level, not a easy level. So yeah, that's the thing that I have done till now, and I'm going to plan for the next 1 month. And if you have any queries, so let me know. So should I close this?
The presentation. No, it's right. The explanation and the whole means road you explained was really great and insightful. The last part, how to explain how to apply for internship, was really very new and insightful. Thank you for that. Uh, the whole process actually answered many common questions in your part only. But there are some more questions which I would like to ask from the audience. Uh, let's start from the most common questions, right? The very first common question is about the roadmap. Like you have discussed the whole roadmap of your past 3 years or 4 years, but still they ask that means we how to choose a roadmap, like follow a roadmap from someone or makes own roadmap. Like it's very hard to be to select some roadmap or make one's own when you have no idea in the first year or as a sophomore. So before that, one very important question about is followed by that is that how much is it important to make a roadmap or choose a roadmap before you start your journey?
Okay, so let me show with the help of like example.
Yeah,
Yeah, is my screen visible?
yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So what? First of all, you do not need a roadmap. First of all, the thing is, एक second. Okay. So you do not need a roadmap to start. Why? Basically, if you see the roadmap, now you will never start. You will never ever start. If you see at the beginning of like, if you do not know the programming, and if you see you have to learn the programming. In programming, you have to learn the function, recurse, and so many things. After that programming, you will going to learn binary sorting, searching, and then you have to learn so much algorithm, so many data structure. You will never ever start this field. You know, the basic thing is just start it. Just start it. Do not fall for the roadmap in the beginning, but you have to follow roadmap when you are, I would say, at the 50 or the 60%. Let's say if you cover your 50 or 60%, when you know the programming, you start like, after programming you just solve the array question, you solve string question. Now you have to think about this. You have done like 40%, 30%. Now you have to think like, what should I follow next? Then you have to learn, okay, there is one more data structure, that is linked list. So you cover that. After that, you have to just focus on the next step. You do not need to learn all the roadmap, that after linked list you have to call stack queue. You do not need to care about that. You just need to care what should be your first step, what should be your next step, and right current step. So first step should be your programming. While you are doing learning basic of C++, let's say you are learning loops and all, you do not even need to care about how you will learn DP, how you will learn graph. I hope you getting the point. You need to just follow your current step and the next step. Do not follow the roadmap. But you, why you should consider roadmap? You should consider roadmap for just like how much time it will take to complete this thing. Okay, just to get an idea. Do not like completely or blindly follow any roadmap. I would say just see a roadmap that okay, these are the things that we have to do in the data structure, and you can make your roadmap by own. Let's say in the roadmap, it say that first you have to solve linked list, and then you have to solve this. And what you can do rather than solving this, you can first learn that backtracking, DP, this thing. So it's totally up to you that what are the things that you have to learn. So similarly, let's say if you have a development, so somebody will say that first of all you have to learn HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, and then you have to learn React.js and so many things. But what happens if I say that you can have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then you can go for Express, Node.js? So what happens if you do not have an interest in the front end development, but you waste your 30 or 60 or 70 or 90 days in front end, and then you realize after learning a backend for uh, 10 or 20 days that your interest lies in this. Okay. So what I suggest is explore everything, and then you will realize that what will matter for you.
Yeah, that's a really great perspective to see this topic, right? Really. Meanwhile, while I'm asking the common questions from the registration form, you can add your questions by just by unmuting or in the chat. There's no problem. Let's move to the another question. It's about managing time. Yes, you have answered how to not to do multiple internships at the same time. But there's a different question like about managing time. Is that managing time between DSA, dev, and open source? Like some people, what they do is they could keep it like for this same I will do DSA for the next 3 months in the vacation I will do dev like that. Is that the right way or should it be like different? What's your perspective?
So according to me, you should not leave DSA more than a week, more than a week, because what happen is DSA is like a problem solving skill. If you do not practice DSA for 1 week, 2 week, or 1 month, or 2 months, or 3 months, what you have learned in the 6 months will be gone. Will be gone. You
Yeah.
have to prepare after. If you like, I would say if you learn DSA for 6 months, you learn DSA, and after that you for the next is 6 or 3 months you didn't even touch that. You didn't even solve a single question. Then after 3 months you will realize that you do not know nothing. You know nothing. You will feel like that, but internally you know everything. You just need to revise. But for this revising also will take like 1 month to revise all the topics, all the question you have done. So what I will suggest, like what I have done right now also, I after completing one topic, let's say let's say you are doing a linked list, you are doing linked list question, and then you go to a stack, then you go to queue, and you feel like you are doing DSA from like last 1 week. So what you can do at the weekend, learn new technology, learn new technology. You can watch any boot camp you can watch. Like there is free code camp website, and you can learn it from the YouTube channel also. You can watch 3 or 4 hour a video, and after watching this for complete the 3 4 hour videos, it will take like 8 to 10 hours if you're coding aside this video. So it will take 8 to 10 hours, and in that 8 to 10 hour you will have one project, one small project. It may be large if you give it 2 to 3 days, and I would say 24 to 25 40 hours. A medium level project, a easy level project will build in 4 to 6 hours, but a medium level project will easily build in 20 to 40 hours. So after doing like DSA for 1 week, if you give just 24 to 40 hours, so let's say 3 or 4 days only, so you will have your one project, and you can put this in the resume. So after doing this, go back to DSA. No, do not make another project. After this, go back to this and start solving other topic like binary. What happen is when you are feeling like you are doing only DSA, only development, when you stuck at single topic, you are doing linked list for the 1 week, for a 2 week, then you will feel like, oh yeah, this is very boring. When you switch like this way, you solve this in a 1 or 2 I would say it hardly take 1 week. When you solve DSA for 1 week, solve development for this, then go another topic, do not back to this. And meanwhile in DSA revision is very important. Okay, so what you can do, let's say you do not need to or you do not want to learn new topics. In that phase, what you can do, you will go and revise the previous question.
Uh, Honestly, I
So
haven't
yeah,
found any.
this is how you can manage DSA versus.
Yeah. Thank you for the answer. Honestly, I haven't found any such a perfect answer for this question, and it really fits every explanation. That was great, really. Um, Again, many people, many have asked a question which is really very common. That how much of something is required to get something? Like how much of DS is required to start participating in contests? How much of dev experience is required to like apply for some internships and look for some internships? And how much is the experience required to start contributing to open source? So that how much question is really very uh, questioning sometimes.
Okay. So to start anything, you just needs to know its basic, or I can say fundamentals. You should know the fundamentals only. So if I say if you want to go for CP, you just know if you know how to use loops and basic array and string. Array and string. If you know how to do these things, then you can go for CP and at least an easy level problem. And meanwhile, while you are doing this, you can learning side by side. Okay, so there is a quite difference between a CP and DSA. So you can learn DSA side by side and do this CP. Okay, for web development, I would say, let's say I know the web development only. I do not, I never touch any other development. So for web development, if you know the HTML, hardly take 1 hour, or I can say 3 hours to learn. Hardly take. Okay, if you know CSS, hardly take 6 hours to learn. And if you know JavaScript, hardly take 15 hours, 10 to 15 hours. Okay, and in that you should know the basic concept like how to use a loop. Okay, how to use a map, how to how to store things, how to what is this array and object. You have to know how to traverse this array and object, and the basic thing of this and higher order function. You should know higher order function. I can say if you know this thing, if you know this thing, this hardly takes 10 to, and I would say total 3, 6, and 15. It will take 24. So if you practice this 24 hours, in the 24 hour, you are ready for any internship. I would say you can apply for front end internship. Okay, you can go and work for this and open source. By the way, you can, if you know these two things, you can also go for open source. You will start designing things. Okay, you can say that I can add shadows to this box. I can change the text color. You can do things. So after this two also, you can make open source. After these two also, you can go to freelancing. If you know these two things, you can make a template and you can go to the freelancing also. So if you know the basic, then you can go for this. Once you feel like, yeah, I know this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, I want to learn more things. I have done internship, which can where I get this knowledge and practical implementation also. Then you go to React.js. So what I say, learn the basics and point something like after this I would highly suggest go to an internship or open source project where you will practically implement these things, and while implementing these things do not only focus on the basic, also move to the advanced topic. After learning this, also learn React.js and Nest.js and TypeScript. Learn these things also. So after learning this, do not I am doing CP and I am able to solve easy level problem. So why do I need to higher level a DSA? You have to learn. You have to learn these things also. Okay. So this is the thing you have to. I think I have solved your question.
Yeah, it's perfectly answered. Yes. Uh, Again, this part also includes one more question, which is asked by many students that what are some language specific advantages and disadvantages? Like, should they begin with this specific language, this specific framework, or and the question followed by that is they ask for some resume related tips for applying somewhere.
That I have seen is if you read the job description of most companies, you will find that you should know C++, C++, or Java. This is I personally read. Like I have read lots of job description. I would you want to learn. Okay, what language? What is the next language you want to learn? What is the next framework you want to learn? How to check? Do not go and watch YouTube video. Then what should be the list? Go to any website. Let's say you go to LinkedIn and go to job section. After going to job section, read the job description. Read the job description, and you will find what is the most demanding job what is the most demanding skills. This is the best way. Do not watch this YouTube videos or anything to what should you learn. I find if you find here that there is for React.js, they are also seeing some who know the TypeScript also. Someone who knows React.js, they also see they should know the Nest.js. Okay, so once you find from this job description, start learning these things. Okay, so one what I have find for the most company, they mention clearly mention that a person should know at least C++ or Java. Okay, for DSA or anything. So, but you can know Python if you want to go for a machine learning, if you want to go for like artificial intelligence, if you want to learn like web development. Okay, you can do in this also, but highly suggested JavaScript for development, for web development. Because why? The reason is resources. Resources. Because if you want to see the machine learning and artificial intelligence, so you will find that most of the resources are for the Python. If you go search DSA solution, it may be possible the solution is not available in Python, but it 100% will be available in C++ and Java. You can type any question and just write this question solution. You will find the first and second solution must be in the C++ or in Java language. So this is about the resources. If you want to learn DSA in Python, if you search the YouTube series, you will never find a YouTube series where anyone teaching DSA in Python. So how you will learn? Okay, so this
Yeah,
is the thing. Second thing is like your interest. You want to learn DSA, you want to learn this, you want to learn development plus resources. There must be resources to learn from. I hope answer this question.
yeah, it's true that you can't find some whole playlist of Python DSA courses, really. Uh, Again, you have explained the benefits and the advantages of contributing to open source program and the networking and the being a part of the communities. But many ask that what is the first step to start contributing to open source, because they are overwhelmed by really seeing thousands of projects, thousands of issues, and every one contributing to higher issues. How to find a project or issue or the first step to contribute?
Okay, so the basic open source guide you want to know.
Yeah,
The first of all, learn Git and GitHub. First of all, once you learn the Git and GitHub, you have already know development, any development. Just push your code to open source. Okay, what does open source means? You make your source public, basically. So once you have your GitHub profile, so push all your project here. Okay, you do not need to contribute to other right now. So once you do that, your friend will also do the same. Okay, your classmate will also do the same. Now you have your project, but tries to improve your friend project. Try to improve your friend project. You can like change the font, you can change the background, you can add a new feature, but not in your project, in your friend project. Okay, so once you know how to contribute to other project, from this what will happen? You have your own project, your friend have his own project, but you know how to contribute to other. You have to apply the same logic in different project. Now let me show you how you can find different projects. um is my screen visible?
yeah, it's visible perfectly.
Hello. Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
visible.
here first of all you go to your profile. So this is your profile. Okay, so what you go, you can search here also, and you can search explore. So if you go to explore, you will find there is interview. Because what types of project I have, what types of project I have pushed. Like I have pushed the web development project. So in explore section, I will see the web development project. I have pushed my DSA repo, so I will see the DSA related repo. So here you can find. देखो, I have uploaded a front end project, so here I will see the front end project. Okay, here I am seeing the programming related things. Here I am things a linked list skill assessment. So here explore you can find this. So if you want to find the topic wise, you can find according to the topic wise. Let's say you want to learn a React, you want to do this thing. So the first topic you can see there is a React project. You learn React from any YouTube channel, and then you start contributing to them. So how to contribute? I would definitely say this is the open source React project. So you will go here, and first of all, just read the README. So here you will read the README, and you will find that this project. I am assuming you do not know about the React. Okay, so you will find that React is a JavaScript library. Okay, so for building user interface. So you will learn about this. You will learn how to install this into your local system. You will learn the tutorial. If you do not know how what is React and how does these things works, so you will read these things, and after that you will first of all learn this React. So this is a very basic hello world, hello name, okay, things that you learn in React. After that you read this, you will have a basic understanding that what is React which helps to build a user interface, and this is like other framework, okay, or other library. So you have the knowledge. If you do not get what is written in the readme, you are not able to understand. The second thing you can do, go to the website. Okay, go to the website. Now from here you will find all the things that what this project do. Once you find this, go to this issues. Okay, and here also net issue. Okay, so here also what you will do after finding this, um, you can check in the website also if there is any bug. What is bug? I will let you know. You go to the issue section. So in the issue section, you will find there will be some problem that you can solve. Maybe there is written there is some documentation they need for the React, and you know the React very well. So you can write a documentation. You find here there will be some typo. Okay, so you can find that and you can solve that. So here you see there is a slane plugin. Please. So you can read that, and after that type maybe a work. So here you can write I want to solve this. Okay, you will write and start working on that. And after that you have to create a pull request and they will merge. This is the simple thing. But here you can use the different label also. So if you see there are some label like first time user or something like this. So maybe in React there are many things. So browser thing, Safari thing, component related things. You want to know how to this component API things works. Okay. So from here you will find how which type of bug you want to solve. Okay, there is a size is small. So there was one problem which is already solved. So this type of you can solve, and from sometimes maybe assume this color this button is not aligned with this take the tutorial. This take the tutorial is below, so you can take a screenshot right here that hey it is not aligned. I can align this, and you make a you do a code change and apply there. So this is a basic thing that you can do. Maybe this is not there may be some mistake. There may be the things that this link is not working, this link is not working, or there may be something like you can add emojis here. You can just give a suggestion like can we have a like here I can say icon, can we have an icon here. So if they're ready, you make this icon, you make the changes, you show here that I have tried the icon here and I find that it's look perfect. It may be look ugly, but if it's look perfect, then they will see and they will after a review they can so and approve, and that's how your open source journey work.
Uh, uh, Shivanshu from the meet. Shivanshu from the meet asked that okay, how to get internship opportunities from contributing in open source. Yeah, am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
You are not audible.
Uh,
Which question you are asking?
the last one actually. Internships from open source contributions.
Also insightful. Open source control. How can you get? Okay, okay. The thing is, um, Okay, the thing is that I have mentored many students, and there are some of them are not even student. Some of them are professional. Some of them are already working in some company, and there I have worked for 20 organizations. Let's say you you find some repo, and you start contributing them. And the mentor, or I can say the admin, find that you have that skills. You have the skills. So what can they do? They will mail you open source work. I have already seen. I do not need an interview or anything. I have already seen that you have done pretty much well in development in my repo, and I have some opportunity. I have this web developer role in my company. Would you want to like join us? There are many possibilities. Like I got many mails from the big founders, and who have very much open source, like very famous open source projects, and they have seen your GitHub profile, and it's very amazing. And I want to offer you a front end developer role in my company. And this types of role you see, because in what happens generally, what happens, you fill the form. After fill the form, they will take an interview. After taking interview, they will give you test link, and after testing they will take an interview. And after this long procedure, they will find that you are like eligible or not, you have enough skill or not. But here they already know that you have skills. They directly provide you the internship opportunity. I hope it makes sense.
It's completely perfect.
Next
Again,
question.
Aman from Meet asked that is it necessary to make notes while studying new things, or is it just to find the practice while learning? Because it's really a dilemma to know should we just continue learning
There
while
is
making
no
notes.
need to. There is no need to. There is no need to make a notes. The reason is you just Google and you will find the notes. Of course, you will find the notes of anything. You just write notes of DSA. You will find thousands of notes. You do not have to make your own. But if you are someone who do not understand from others' notes, you have to make your own. Then you go. But I would say this is very optional. You will waste lot of time while making these notes, and rather than doing just build things, and while building things everything will be automatically remembers to you, and you can find so many cheat sheets. If I do a simple let's say Google HTML cheat sheet, or I can do many, so I will find very awesome cheat sheet. So I do not need to make a notes by myself. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's truly it is. Again, many have asked that about resume um, making tips, like what are the some projects you did to strengthen your CV, and what kinds of project should we do in the second year or the first year. Some topics or technologies which we should include in the resume, so that the chances of shortlisting is more.
So there are some things you have to focus. So in resume, what you have to show, if you have some positive things, so if you have some negative things, hide. Do not like do not talk a lie. Okay, do not talk lie. Hello, 1 second.
So it's perfectly fine. It's audible.
Am I audible?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So never tell a lie in your resume. You will find you will be caught. So what the first thing? So your all positive things, hide your negative things. What are the negative things? Let me write. So first of all, if you are in the first and second year, you will not have much interview experience, or I can say internship experience. You maybe have a very basic project. So the first thing you will write in the your resume will be education section. Now in education section, there will be two things. First, let's say you are doing BTech from IT, BTech from anything. Okay. So for me, I am doing BTech from electrical engineering. So what I do not write BTech in electrical engineering. I just write instead of this BTech, I write Bachelor of Technology. Okay. Because I feel like if I write electrical engineering, so do a little bit of a negative impact that he is not from CSIT. Rather than I have all the skills and this, but some companies will have this negative impact that he is not from electrical or this. So what I write Bachelor of Technology. Okay, I have a 8 plus CGPA, but some of the employee of Google tell me that if you have a 9 plus CGPA, mark so, otherwise don't show here. But apart from this, that employee, all of the people I ask, they say if you have 8 plus CGPA, show here. But if you have a 6.5 CGPA, do not write CGPA. Just ignore it. Write Bachelor of Technology and write your college name. Not so 6.5. This will create a negative impact that the student doesn't work hard for this, like marks for this. So do not so. If you have a 6.5 and so, so if you have 8 or more, so otherwise don't so. Okay, so these are the things I want to say. Do not lie, just say positive things. Okay, the second thing after education, you should have some skills. Okay, because you do not have any interview experience, but you should have a skills. So here is skills you can write your in skills. Just group the things. Like, you can write programming language, and after programming language, you can write that you know C++ or Java. You can write here. Okay, what are the language you know? You can write front end, and here in the front end you can write what are the things you know. You can write core subject. In the core subject you can write what are the things you know. In the and you can say backend. You can say open source, and open source. What are the things that you can write like Git and GitHub. So these are the things. What does this help you? First of all, if you write all of them in one line, then your resume like empty. Okay, but if you write in this way, that first of all, the interviewer or the HR or the recruiter will simply say, okay, in the programming language, he know these things. In the front end, he know this thing. In the core subject, he can easily identify what are the skills that you know. Okay, but you write all the skills in one line or two line, that uh, is a big no. Okay, it's not a readable. It's not readable. So after writing the skills or education section, education and skill section, the second thing, the third things you have, because I am assuming you do not have any internship. If you have an internship, so here you can show after skills interview experience. But if you do not have, build some projects. What are the projects? So there are two kinds of projects. Okay, which I suggest. There are two kinds of project in your resume. So the first thing is not your project. It's the project which it's not your project. It's the project from which where you watch that video. So to me, that project your own. Just add a single feature. If you add a single feature, then it's your. If you copy the entire file copying from YouTube anywhere, just add a single feature, at least a single feature, or at least one thing to add here. Second thing is, somebody asked me like, should I make a very high-fi feature or should I add a small project? So what I suggest is, if that project create impact. So if I already tell you that awesome JavaScript projects, what does this project do? This will help you to learn JavaScript. This will help you to implement things. So from that project, I have seen that more than 1,200 people are marking them. More than 240 people are start learning open source. More than 500 people build web development projects through that. Okay, so this is the impact. That means my small project, which is awesome JavaScript project, it is nothing just a collection of a small project, has created so much impact, so much impact. So even though it does not have like any big framework, React.js, Next.js, nothing, simple HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but this project, that project created a huge impact. And I can write here in the big number. I can write, hey, this is my project and which contain 300 plus projects, 1200 plus staff. So the second thing that I want to give the advice is, write this number, write this number, because people do not remember the text, but they remember the this, I can say, number. If I say in the whole resume, they will find this number and they will remember that, but they can be forget the text. So these are the two things. Build projects which is impactful, which impact life. It doesn't need that this your project should impact thousands or 10,000 or lakhs of. If that project helps you or your friend, then also it's impactful. Let's say if you have a friend, you make some productivity meter. Okay, in that productivity meter, it automatically close. It automatically close, and it will tell you that hey, this course you solve this question in this time. Okay, so and this is very simple, and I would say very basic project, very basic project. But if you build this project now, this will be help you and thousands of people, but nobody is building this project. Okay, I have already given you idea also. So these are the things that you can build and add into your project. So the impactful project is like matters a lot. You make a super hi-fi project but nobody uses, then it's waste of your time. Okay, so I hope I answered your resume thing.
Yeah, that was really the whole guide for the resume in such a short period of time. Really, in the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, you're talking about the community you have started. That it will be really great if we share that link so that we all can join the community. With that, as the time goes, let me ask the final last question or from my side. It is about content creation. We have found that like many people start blogging or making videos on YouTube, like as you started for different topics. So how important it is, and what are the advantages of being a content creation, and how, if someone is genuinely interested in the content creation, to how to start the journey. Your perspective.
Okay, so basically it's totally up to you. I see the lots of people have like they have a FOMO that everyone is creating a YouTube channel. So I should also create a YouTube channel. I would add one thing that why I have start a YouTube channel is because once you go to the development now, development is very interesting as compared to DSA. In DSA, you have to think very much. You have to make the things which is not visualized. You are solving linked list question, but you are not visualizing what are the things happen. But when you do a website, how my website looks. So development is very interesting, but DSA is not very interesting. So why I start this YouTube channel, so that I would make a single video a day, so that I can solve one question a day. Okay, so this is my main motive that for starting this YouTube channel, and I can solve one DSA problem. So what others they do not see, they only see that I'm starting a YouTube channel, I'm making this video, but do not see that why I'm doing this. I'm making YouTube videos so that I can revise my thing. I make binary search 3 videos. I have published 26 videos in 7 days. I know the views will be goes to zero. Earlier videos I got like 500, 600 views, but here I will got 10, 15, 20 view. Why? Because if you upload this much videos in very short span, then what will happen? Nobody have like times to watch this in this just 7 days. And if it doesn't go well in initial days, then YouTube will not promote. But what happen is while doing this, I able to revise all the binary tree in the 7 days. So I would say just start content creation if you are like if you want to do. Okay, if you do not have time, if you are not willing to do, if you start things but you are not willing to do not do. But you content creation have like lots of benefit. Okay, lots of benefit. So you will get very the first benefit is networking. When you start a YouTube channel, okay, people recognize you, you will able to meet another YouTuber. Okay, when you start like posting on LinkedIn, okay, you will meet another LinkedIn influencer, they will become your friends. Okay, so these are the things will happen. Like what are the things is if you make your network in such a big way, like whenever you join a company, probably they already know you because of your like YouTube channel or any content creation. And there is like much more you can get everything from content creation. So there is no harm in do and various form is if you know how to write, you can start writing blog. Okay, if you know how to you can start writing blog. Okay, if you know how to or you can write a post on LinkedIn, you can start you can write threads on Twitter. and if you want to make videos, so you can make shorts on YouTube. If you want to make shorts video, you can make shorts on YouTube. You can make educational channel. Okay, if you want to make, so you can make that videos or reels on Instagram. Okay, on Instagram, that I also follow some of the Instagram account which tell me about stock or finance or related things. They are very informative reels. So it's not, you can make any reels. Like if you do not want to make educational, you want to make something different, you can make. If you want to show your, let's say you have some other challenge, you have, very well how to do yoga. You can teach yoga. Okay, there is no like you have to show only tech related things. You can show anything. You can write blog about food. You can blog about anything. You can write post about anything. So I hope I make it clear to you.
Yeah, that's the whole answer we needed. Yes. Uh, with that, I don't think there is any other question from the audience or the members from my side. I really want to thank you for all the answers. It was really perfect answers to which fit every explanation for the questions. And the first part where you explained your whole journey, it really answered many of the questions which I had prepared or the audience has asked. And the process of applying for internship, that was really great, and it was something new as I have heard from till now. With that, I would like to thank you for all everyone that you joined, and ask everyone to connect with Vishal Bhaiya if you have anything to ask related to DSA dev or open source from his, which is LinkedIn, GitHub, or Twitter, as well as his YouTube channel.